Alright, so now let's learn about the grid template rows. So I'll just comment out the grid template columns here. Okay. And if I just save that and go to the browser here, so in the blog post, it is quite described well. Okay. So the grid template rows specifies the number and the height of the rows browsers should display in the selected grid container. Okay. And here on the MDN as well, the grid template rows CSS property defines the line names and track sizing functions of the grid rows. Okay. So what I'll do, so here we have 8 different items, right? So what I'll do, I'll just go here and just comment out. So I'll just comment out this 4 one. Okay. So we have 4 different items here and we have 4 different rows. So what I can do, I can go here and do grid template rows and do something like 1FR, 1FR, 1FR and 1FR, because we have 4 different items and 4 different rows, right? So this is what it looks. So this is what it is by default as well. So now if I want to change this one. So we are saying here like, hey, there should be 4 different rows and each of the rows should have the height of 1 fractional unit. Okay. So now what I can do, I can just say something like it should be 4FR. Okay. So this particular row should have 4 times height as the other ones. So if I just save that and go here, as you can see, it is having 4 times height as the other 3. Okay. So we can do something like pixels as well. So I can do 100 pixel, 100 pixel, and 1FR. Okay, let me just 1FR and 1FR. So the first 2 will have 100 pixels of height, and then the other 2 should have 1 fractional unit of height. Okay, so as you can see, this happens. So if I just select this one, so 100 pixels, then this one is also 100 pixel, and this one having 295, and this one should also have 295, which it does. Okay, so this is how we can use the fractions and the pixels inside of the grid template rows. So we can do something like percentages as well. So by default, it should 25%, because we are having 4 different rows, right? 25%, 25%, 25% and 25%. Okay, so this is how it looks. Okay, but now what I want to have something like 35% for this one, and I want to have 15% for this one. I can do that. Okay, all right. And what I'll do, I will just do something like 1FR, 1FR, 1FR and 1FR for now. And now let's see how it plays along with the grid template columns as well. So if I just do this, so what it will do, so we will have 2 different columns and we are having the 4 different items here. So what I'll do, I'll just uncomment this one. So we should have 4 different rows as well. Okay. So if I do that, now we will have 2 columns and 4 rows. So if I just save that, now as you can see, this is what happens, which is expected, right? So now I can change the height of the different rows. So for example, I want to have this one to 2FR and the last one with 3FR. Okay, so I can do that. If I do that, now, so this one is 1FR. Okay, and this one should be 2FR. And this one should be 1FR and this one is 3FR. Okay, so as you can see, in this way we can change the height of the rows as well, and how the rows are defined, we can change that. Okay, so this is how the grid template rows works.